日本時間24日、エンゼルスのフィル・ネビン監督がツインズとの試合前に取材に応じ、19日に2度目の右肘手術を受けたエンゼルスの大谷翔平の近況を語りました。ネビン監督は水原一平通訳を通じて状況を把握しているとし、
彼は元気だよ。自宅でゆっくりしている。
と説明。
以前にも右肘手術を経験しているから過程を理解している。今のところ全て予想通り。来週には会えるだろ
う。と、25日から試合が行われる本拠地に姿を見せる可能性を示唆していました。メジャーリーグ関係者の間では、大谷が今回手術を選択したことで、MLB 史上最高となる5億ドル、約740億円、規模の大型契約が成立する可能性が高まったとの声が多く聞かれています。大谷は今季、故障により1ヶ月近く試合に出場しなかったにもかかわらず、10勝、44本塁打という記録を残し、日本人初の本塁打王は確定的で、自身2度目のシーズン MVP も確実視されています。今季終了後に FA となる大谷の去就には世界中から多くの注目が集まっており、アメリカでは連日のように様々なメディアで大谷の移籍先について議論が繰り広げられています。そんな中、大谷の移籍先として現時点で一番有力視されているドジャースのポッドキャスト番組、ドジャースネーションで、
来シーズンは投手として出場できない大谷の価値とは
について議論されていましたので、日本語字幕付きでご紹介していきます。
Fire off with that first question, my man.
Should the Dodgers still offer Shohei Ohtani $500 million even though he can't pitch next year?
In short, yes. Next question. No, look, let's dive into this one. Should they still offer Shohei Ohtani $500+ million? I think the answer is absolutely unequivocally yes. Shohei Ohtani still is an elite hitter. Shohei Ohtani, despite the fact that he just had surgery on his arm, and I want to give you an update on that in a second here, but yeah, there's no doubt about it that Shohei Ohtani is worth $500+ million, and I think that is the floor. I really think that is the get in the door asking price for Shohei Ohtani, right? I think because of the fact that he can't pitch next season, maybe we can get him at a discounted rate. That's not happening. When you consider the marketing opportunities, when you consider what he does to TV ratings, the jersey sales, everything that comes along with Shohei Ohtani, he is the biggest star in baseball. He's someone that is, without a doubt, the brightest star that this sport has ever seen in my eyes. So with Shohei Ohtani, he's still going to be able to throw gas most likely. That splitter is still going to be nasty. That sweeper is still going to be nasty. So I still think you're going to be able to get some value from him on the mound. And look, the reality is these teams aren't stupid. The Dodgers know exactly what they're doing. They didn't think that, oh, if I'm going to give Shohei Ohtani a 10-year contract, I'm expecting for him to be a pitcher for 8 or 10 of those years. No, they knew that this is not sustainable, right? That at some point you had to pick one or the other. And I wouldn't rule out the possibility of him being an outfielder one day. This is Shohei Ohtani, right? Do not bet against this man. This guy is one of one. And I think that I could see him as an outfielder that could provide value. But the reality is you want Shohei Ohtani, great hitter, great pitcher, ace level starter, a MVP level hitter, and he's going to win the MVP with his speed, what he can do at the plate, doubles, triples, home runs. I mean, if you look at his numbers, they really speak for themselves. I mean, he has been the best player in the game overall for quite some time. Since opening day in 2021, a 2.84 ERA in over 428 and a thirds innings pitched, while hitting 277, 379, 585 with 124 home runs in over 1,900 plate appearances. Okay, that is sustained excellence. And you also, something I think you need to know, and a question I had when I was diving the numbers last night was, how did Shohei Ohtani perform at the plate after his first surgery, right? Back in 2018, because he had Tommy John surgery back in 2018. That kept him off the mound, and he served as the Angels' full-time DH. And that year, he slashed 286, 343, 505, hit 18 dingers in over 425 plate appearances in 2019. And that's when he didn't even make his season debut until May 7th because he was still rehabbing from that Tommy John. So I think there's no doubt about it. Shohei Ohtani is worth all the money.
また、米スポーツ局 MLB ネットワークの番組 MLB Now では、
シーズン約1ヶ月間を残して欠場となった大谷が今後他の選手に MVP を奪われる可能性は
について話していましたので、こちらも日本語字幕付きでご紹介していきます。
Here's something that a number of people have asked me recently. What's Shohei Ohtani done for the year and missing the final month? Can he be overtaken for the American League MVP award? I'll give you the quick answer, no. But it's a legitimate question. Let's do a little digging in and find out why. Shohei Ohtani is the league leader in on-base, slugging, and weighted runs created plus, the basics of hitting. He's still also the leader in the volume categories of home runs, runs, and total bases. Before we even get into pitching, let's just deal with the hitting. And this is what it comes down to. Does he have enough volume to overcome missing most all of September? Now, here now is weighted runs created plus here on the left. Right, it's like batting average, it's a percentage. It operates off 100 being league average. Ohtani is way up, but not that far up over Corey Seager, Yordan Alvarez. But that's at bat for at bat. If you want to put in the totality of the hitting volume, you go to runs created. And there, Shohei Ohtani is still leading, and by a pretty wide margin. Marcus Semien at 111, Seager 110, Kyle Tucker, Julio Rodriguez, all there in the top 5. These guys are all your top candidates, but Ohtani is still way, way up at the top. He's in top on both. So take a look at this. These are the wins above replacement leaders. WAR. Marcus Semien and Corey Seager lead the way. This is for position players. Semien leads the league in games and plate appearances. He plays a ton, does not miss games. Seager is better game by game, but again, Seager was hurt. He's missed over 6 weeks with injury. He's only played 109 games. Ohtani has over 100 more plate appearances than Corey Seager. But Semien and Seager, playing defensive positions, are actually higher than Ohtani when you're looking at Ohtani as just an offensive player. Now, I'll point something else out. WAR is an approximation. It's not a precise counting stat, but it does roughly give you the measure of the volume of contribution. It's not perfect, but it's useful. And it should be pointed out, the DH penalty, I believe, is unfair to Shohei Ohtani because he's DHing so he can pitch. But Corey Seager is playing plus defense at short. Marcus Semien is playing elite defense at second. Those are significant factors. Ohtani is not only not fielding, he's taking up the DH spot, which does limit team options. That's not some wonky theory. This is real-world common sense. Now, I'm willing to believe that by the end of the season, Seager and Semien will have contributed more to winning than Ohtani has as a hitter alone. That makes sense. But it's kind of like the Babe Ruth argument for best player of all time. Anytime you try to topple Ruth without Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, Barry Bonds, DiMaggio, you have to point out, oh yeah, Ruth also pitched. And Ohtani also pitches. This year, 132 innings of a 3.14 ERA. That ERA is 12th best in baseball among those with 100 innings. If you park adjust it, he's 7th. He could probably be the best pitcher in baseball if he concentrated only on pitching. I believe that. His ceiling is that high. But that's not what we're talking about, is it? We're talking about what he actually did. But it's fair to call him a top 10 pitcher based on what he did this year. And that's not nothing. So in the MVP comparison, WAR is useful once again. Ohtani has a WAR of 6 as a hitter, a position player, a WAR of 4 as a pitcher. That's a great hitter for a 5-month season and a good pitcher. But if you combine it, and I believe you'd rather have had Ohtani's season than Corey Seager's season or Semien's season. Add a month to Corey Seager, it's a different story, but that's not what happened. We have to do this exercise, but Shohei Ohtani should repeat as American League MVP.
これからも大谷の活躍から目が離せません。皆様からのコメントもお待ちしております。